Good morning, Art-Alchemy. So I was gonna make a whole volume video today. I'm feeling a lot better. I actually have no more like pulses. Like I didn't have a headache, but I had like strong pulses yesterday. Probably because I had internal fever, but I couldn't feel it that much. But even though I sound Mickey Mousey, I'm actually a lot better. So I thought I showed you one of my favorite donuts. This is filled lemon donut, like powder. It's so delicious, and they also sell it in Bavarian cream, and that one has a hint of chocolate on top, and the raspberry. But the raspberry, my stepdad ate it yesterday, and since I'm still sick, I think the lemon will do me just good. I'm finally drinking some cappuccino. The last time I drank some mocha was Friday in Oceanside. No milk though, because I have phlegms, so I just make it with water. But yeah, we get it from Sam's. It's actually quite good and quite economical. So I just wanted to come on here I did a live yesterday, and actually that live, I'm glad I did it, but that live was gonna be done later, like Monday. And I was gonna go live and show you my goodies, which part of it was Alchemy. That was the last item I got. I'm gonna get a Calerio today from Amazon, but they're not here yet. So that's gonna be coming up in the videos. But I wanted to show you that I made a Blick order. Remember I was telling you guys, and in the middle of all this stuff was being processed, and it wasn't on the way, but it wasn't here yet. And last week, I think I got a thing every day from the regular post office. Every time I came, I showed up at my house, there was something here. It was like really bizarre, because like on Friday, nobody else got mail but me. And that was the Alchemy, the one that I did. But yeah, the live and I totally blanked out because I was sick. But I did stuff out of order. Like I also went to the donut shop, and I would have swore I got the right ATM card, and I ended up taking the wrong one. And lucky for me, it's only 5 minutes from my house. I had to come back, but it was kind of embarrassing, because then people think you don't have the money to pay. I had to come back, and I was like, what the heck? And it was because of that. I was still kind of like lightheaded. Like I said, today I sound Mickey Mousey, but I'm actually a lot better. And yeah, actually I don't get sick very often. Sometimes like I don't feel good or whatever. I think because of, December, that person sent me a lot of like negative energy. So it has to come out somehow. And I think this is how it came out, in the form of sickness. Also because like when it rains around here, like it's warm, so I tend not to wear a sweater, and it was drizzling very, very light on Monday, and I went to work like that without a sweater because it was warm. And yeah, so I'm paying the consequences. So every 3 years I get actually sick, so I think this is a 3-year mark. The last 2 years I had actually avoided it. So yeah, this is how it goes for me. But yeah, that's what my guides told me, that that person sent me so much negative energy in the month of December, that this is the way. I actually have a couple announcements, speaking of which. That's why right now, before I show you the goodies, they're good goodies that I got. And this is not I still have something coming from Blick, but you won't see that until March because it's back order, and I'm gonna add a couple things that are paper related. I have a couple announcements. So in the midst of all this chaos and rain all week for us, which is unusual here, and all this stuff, I did find out, I guess I have the Midas touch or something. So somebody emailed me. I know this person like through the online. I don't know her in person, but I might as well. She does like angel cards and all this stuff. She's also an artist. Actually, you seen Andrea, you seen that I bought from her like a couple of, this was in the summer, which I'm gonna frame and put it in my room. They're angels, like sketches from her, and she sells them like as prints. And I bought one, and she like sent me another one for free. But she emailed me, and I won an angel reading. Like she does classes, and she records them, and you have to pay for these classes, just like if you were to pay something, you know, art class related. So yeah, I've been wanting to take this class, but for some reason either I don't have the funds, or something happens, or I'm too busy, or whatever. And it was like, yesterday was like the perfect day, I suppose, because she emailed me like towards the middle of the day. I had already had done the live, and I did, like I said, I was a little bit sidetracked. And yeah, and she gave me that whole class for free. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Because like I said, I don't get sick very often, every 3 years or so, and the last 2 years I've dodged it like crazy. Before, like I usually get symptoms before, this time around I did not. It just kind of showed up through my nasal, and I thought it was like because I get in the spring when the flowers are about to bloom, and in the fall, when fall starts, the tree starts shaking, I actually have I'm allergic to pollen. So I thought it was my allergies acting up, but no. It was that I was getting sick, and like I didn't feel anything before that. So that's what my guides told me, that my guides, it means the angels. I have a very strong connection with the angelic realm. I've worked with them, well, since I was a little kid, but very strongly in the last 13 years. Also, yeah, so that was the first thing, and I'm like, oh wow, like something showed up like out of my radar, right? And then first it was the photo shoot thing, then this, and then I kept an eye on the meeting thing, and I was like, well, I must have not won, because nobody tagged me or whatever, so it must have been something else. So I, towards the evening last night, after I've done my live and I was feeling better, I was like, you know, laying down, I looked at the meeting Instagram, and they didn't tag any of us, but they showed us. So somebody else won the big prize, which was the table, which is kind of what I was aiming. And then I and like maybe less, 3 or 4 other people were winners of the creative, for the creative stories. You know, the meeting, they started in January 10th, which is my birthday, which I thought it was a sign for me. And I share my personal art story on my Instagram, and I tag them. So yeah, and they put it all on Google Docs. So when I looked, I was like, oh my god, my story also was one of the winners for the creative. So there was like 3, they choose 3 different things. So it was like the grand prize, which was 1 winner, was for the table. I don't know what the price is for the creative ideas, which was like 5 of us. And then there was a couple more for inspiring, and that was it. And I was just like, oh, okay. But I was like, that's funny, they didn't tag us. They just kind of added our Instagram handle. So that was really cool. I was like, oh my god, 2 things. Well, 3, because you know the San Diego thing. Yeah, because I got sick, have the San Diego. Now, I'm glad I went, honestly, you guys. But it was like hard because, you know, I wake up, I barely went to sleep. I was excited about it, and I was happy I went because I discovered this whole area where I could take trips. And I'll have an option 3 up as opposed to the LA, Claremont, Pasadena area. And it's really chill down there. I was so impressed how nice people are down there. If you have a chance, don't. I've never been to. I've only passed through San Diego, like main San Diego. Usually when we were crossing the border. That was a long time ago. I have to renew my passport, which is on the blocks for me. Because I want to like visit Mexico and Southeast Asia again, and probably Europe in the upcoming. And I want to go to Australia very strongly for my birthday coming up. But yeah, so yeah, if you ever in that area, go to Oceanside. It's not like, it feels like an old town, and it has everything. It has really cool shops and a lot of eatery. It is right next to the beach, like you could walk down. It reminds me a lot of Boston, downtown Boston. Because in downtown Boston, there was a way sometimes to clear my head, I would take walks, and there was a greener area I used to walk through, and then you would like, it's where people would hop on the boats. They would pay for these boats, and there was an area, the open area. I took a lot of pictures from that, and it was the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. That's where it kind of ended or started, depending on where you were. And that's why I was attracted to that area. Okay, so enough. I'm gonna take a bite, and then I'm gonna show you what I got. Okay, lemon. Okay. First of all, I told you this was a Blick order, and I have another set of gouache from this line. Ooh, look at that. This is oil paint, and it kind of oozed. I never opened these, so this might have happened in transit. I'm glad I put them in this. I took them out of, they send them through like little boxes, and then it was just like a regular yellow envelope, padded envelope. So yeah, so this is Aldrich. I last year when I had to get a couple of things from Blick oil paint, I actually, and this is the same brand as my oil paint box. They do sell that box with Aldrich paints and some other things for like $200 when it's on sale. When it's not, it's like $230. When my box alone cost me around $63, like empty. But and it's a really good box. It's in the middle. It has something else. They used to have a smaller oil potion box, but I didn't buy it on time. This was last summer, and they discontinued it, and I couldn't get it from anywhere else anymore. But so I ended up getting this bigger one, but that's okay. But yeah, Aldrich is a really good. It's made here in Brooklyn, New York, and I actually found out because Blick is discontinuing their watercolors, and they're sending you over to Aldrich. So I was like, what? So I found out, I don't know how, that Blick bought Aldrich. Like, they bought the brand. That's why they're fading out their actual Blick watercolors, which a lot of them are gone now, guys. I was gonna buy them, but then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to. I'm just gonna spend it on oil paint, which is what I did. Thank God for this lady. She saved me a lot of money. I was actually gonna get all these gambling radiant because I'm a gambling girl. These are artist grade watercolor. I mean artist grade oil paint actually, you guys. So she saved me a lot of money because she compared some of the Ultrich, which they have a line similar to the radiant, which is what is it? Oh, this is the reason that I bought them. Last year I bought this Cadmium Red Hue from Ultrich. This is on clearance. This cost me only $3 and like some cents. So I like this so much. These are 37mm, both of them, both of the brands. And this is the reason that I ended up buying this from this brand. Well, this lady on YouTube, she compared the Radiant line to this Ultrich. So Ultrich has Vivid. They have this Vivid line, which is similar to the Radiant. Apparently, it's like, it's more intense, even though they're pastel colors and they have white in it. But they're more intense if you were to mix them yourself. So I was like, okay. So this was $8, and some of them were 10, which not very many because I didn't buy too many of these. And this was $5 and 30-some cents, and no, $5.55, and I didn't know if I would have got a one or two, like the ones that they were priced down, because Blick, I didn't know. I found out this after I already had my order was shipped and everything. If I would have bought one more, so in Blick, if you buy 5 or more oil paints of Ultrich, they would lower the price. So they were $6 something. So I was like wondering when I put it in my car why they were saying $5.55. If I would have bought one more at $5.55, I would have lowered these, the ones that they were $6 and something cents. It would have lowered them to like $5.19 or something. So they would have taken like about 20 cents each too. But you say, oh, 20 cents is not a lot, but it is when you add up. So this is the reason I put them in this bag, because like I said, I was getting everything every day, and like I was in my mind, I was like, I had class, I have this, I have that, so I didn't, I didn't have time. And this one I just opened it yesterday, and I was like, oh, let me put it in a bag. Thank God I did, because with oil paint you never know. With oil paint you never know. So let me show you what I have. And every time you handle oil paint, make sure, like this is where we eat and stuff, so make sure that you go through it with soap and water, like go through it, because like, yeah, you don't want to have any type of residue, like where you know how you eat and then things drop and you tend to pick it up. Yeah, so always wash your surface when you're handling any type of oil paint. Even if you think, oh, they're closed, yeah, but don't count on that, is what I'm trying to tell you. I bought a lot of whites because they're super pretty. You'll know why in a minute. You'll know why. So I bought, yeah, and it was, like I said, this lady that does oil paint, I guess she's an oil painter, I'm not sure, but she does oil paint, what is it? She does oil paint comparison. She saved me a lot of money because I was determined to get this radiant light, and for 10 it was gonna be like $130 some, where I pay $124 for all of these, and now I have more. This was on clearance. I bought another one because, like I said, I like it so much that I said the next time I buy oil paint through Blick, I'm gonna get it, and it was still there. So it is from the same. That's why I said, like, if you are sure which type of oil paint, I don't have like, I prefer gambling, but I really am not a stickler. Whatever, if they're good paint, they're good paint. If it's a color that I like, it's a color that I like, I'm gonna use it. So yeah, but I have find out that Ultrich is really good. Obviously gambling, either this one or the student grade, it's a really good for the money. Also the other one, which is they have this beautiful, the one that I like, the iridescent, oh, I forget the name of it, but they have this beautiful Italian set. It was $103 for a set of 10, but they're 40 mil. They're the same brand as I use for the iridescent. They're also American made, so yeah. So this one goes here. Yeah, right here. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. See, I bought 17 for that price. The only one that it was not $5.55 was this beautiful, but I fell in love with it. This one, Vivid Chartreuse. This one was actually, it was on sale, but it was not $5.55. This I got it for, I think, $12, but in reality it costs $20. I saw it for the same lady that she saved me a lot of money, so I would have gone, what, almost 3 more tubes of oil paint from this line have I not would have gone, not gotten this one. But I really like it. This Vivid Chartreuse, it a lot of lines don't have it. I was surprised that this brand oil paint has it. Some of these are made with walnut oil, and some of, like this one has safflower, and some of them are made with like linseed flax oil, which is kind of weird. And this one has the little label. That's weird. But yeah, these ones are made. Gambling is made in Portland, just so you know. Oh, this one's really pretty. I actually didn't buy too many radiants from this one. I was liking another one, like I'm gonna get my lemon yellow, but it was expensive on this line, and plus I have this titanium yellow, and that's a chartreuse, so I figured, like I said, if I would have bought one more of Ultrich, I would have got more money, knocked it off, but I'll show you. So warm white, and look, it has an actual swatch. Oh my god, it looks so creamy. And yes, I could bake it, but it's so nice and it's opaque. See? Remind me of that one that the iridescent. And then, like I said, I have a lot of whites. Unbleached titanium. I was gonna get titanium, but then I saw this, and look at that. It's kind of like a brown. It's kind of like a brown. Like a dark ivory. It's kind of what that is. Just look at. I like the fact that they actually include actual swatches. So I like that. Then we have this chartreuse, which is kind of like, yeah, I really like this color. I have it in watercolor and Dr. P.H. Martin. It's so pretty, even though that color is not light fast. I don't know if this one is light fast. Some oil paint are not light fast. It says light fast is the one, so that must mean, yeah, the yellows and stuff are not the light fast. Light fast of one, this one too, in the yellow. So of two, yeah. So yeah, so then we have the titanium yellow. It's very similar to the chartreuse, but it's more like a lemon. Then we have this Indian yellow. So pretty. I like Indian yellow. And then we have this cadmium red hue. It's not real cadmium. This is so nice. This color, so pretty. I like it a lot. Then we have this vivid magenta, like a pinkish. This vivid line, like I said, it's the one that I want to try, along with the radiant. And then vivid blue. Look how pretty these colors are. Don't they give you spring vibes? Vivid turquoise deep. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I have a turquoise and a Winsor Newton. Manganese violet. So this is the one that kind of came out. So I will have to clean that out. Yellow green. Yeah, this is one of my faves, you guys, from watercolors. So like I said, watercolors would, if you're playing along with them, will do you good because it will help you narrow down your choices in oil paint. And the colors are more or less the same. They're just more vivid in oils. And this one's plum gray. I had something similar to this one, but this is more violet and like more plumish, like an egg plant. So I like it. I like it. And it's very similar. I do like the manganese, but see how this one is shiny and this one is darker. So yeah. Now for the gambling, thank you to this nice lady that compared them. I got a warm white, which is very similar. Oh, I didn't realize I got, oh, warm white, warm white. I didn't know that. If I would have known that, I would have switched out one of these. There has to be a reason why I got both of them. I think one was creamier than the other. I don't know, but I would have not gotten both of them. Oops. But yeah, when I would know that when I swatch it out on another video, why I think this one looked very creamy, warm white. Yeah, they're both warm white. Oh, that's really interesting that I did that. 37. Let me see if they're PY75, PO62. Okay, so they're very different. It's very interesting that I got both of them. Okay. And then, oh my god, cool white. So this one I fell in love. It's like the perfect winter, but winter leading us into spring. It's a cool white. Oh my god, but it's not completely white. It has some like a tint to it, like a bluish. This one I got because I lived in Vancouver, Washington. So this is Portland Gray. As you know, it rains a lot over there. So I thought this was a cool color. And so I get reminded of that area. My friends, there's still some classmates, former classmates still live there. So yeah. And then Radiant Violet. These are the only two that I got apparently from the Radiant line. And Radiant Red, which is kind of like a pinkish. It's not really a red. But yeah, that is really interesting that I got these. Maybe I meant Like I said, I won't know when I swatch them out. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4 different whites. Ugh, that's a lot of white. I do tend to use them quite a bit, and I think I wanted to use these like paint, not like white, because they're not like, if you see, they're not like white, like a paper is what I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, yeah, I think because this one look warmer, but this one works more like a titanium, no? Like I said, I don't know, but that's what I got for oil paint. I will swatch these, like I said, in an upcoming video. It will be very, I know this is an art thing. I know a lot of you guys are not into oil paint, but some people do want to see it. And then on Thursday, I got these through Amazon, but I bought them through Amazon US. But this is actually Amazon. I got them through Amazon. I bought them from Amazon US, but they came from Amazon Japan. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And they got here super early because they were supposed to get here this week coming up. So this is the Kusasame Harmonia Granulating 24 set that I got. Thank you, PJ. Because in December, she let us know, because she has this. She never did a proper swatch, but I am going to do it, just not today. Just wanted to show you guys. I got it for $103, which is a little bit of money. I know, almost the same as my oil paint. And look how many tubes I got. But these are granulating. I was stuck on the Magella one for a while. That's a lot of paint though, and honestly, I don't want to pay like about $60-ish more than I do for this ones. And I wanted to try this brand. Like I said, thank you to PJ up in Portland. She let us know, and because normally they're like $123, $110, and they went down, and yeah, I bought them. So they are 10 millimeter. They're 10 millimeter, and this is a fairly new, I think. They're from Japan. They have another, like a regular line, but I wanted to get the granulating ones. Like I said, this is a 24 set. So I will swatch them in a future upcoming video. But shiny blue, I really like these colors. That's what made me get these and not the Magella. The Magella ones are really pretty, and they're 15 millimeter. But like I said, like here, don't get them in the US if you want those ones. Get them from Arte Miranda, which is $150 some. So shiny bliss, Caribbean azul, drift ice, lemon space. They have really lemon sparkle. They have really funny names. Gold citrine, ooh, fairy conch pearl, mandarin carnelian, cranberry punch, chiffon pink, geographic, platinum mist, raven blue,